Okay, here's our second example problem. Now, the first one that we did, we were solving for percent. That's what we've been doing the last few days. This is where it's going to change up, where I'm going to ask you to solve for something different that's either the part or the whole, and you need to be flexible in your thinking and try to figure out what the question is asking for. So we're always going to start with part, whole, percent. You guys need to get in the habit of doing this over and over again. It may sound redundant, but it is going to help us solve these problems and lay it out in a really nice way. So, what number is 75% of 40? Again, we don't need to go right down the line and fill in everything because it may be a little difficult to figure that out. Let's look at what we know for sure and fill that in. Do we have a percent in our problem? Yeah, we do, 75%. That's something new. The percent is given. Do we have a whole? Well, in our last problem, remember we're looking for that key indicator of. Whatever comes after of is going to tell us our whole, because that's telling us what the total amount is. So our whole in this problem is 40. And that leaves us with part. What number? Well, what number? That's what the part is, and we don't know that yet. So we're going to leave that part as x. We filled out our three components. Let's use our key part over whole equals percent over 100. Let's fill in what we know over here. And this is a different problem, so we got to pay attention to making sure we're filling in the components correctly. Part is x, whole is 40, percent is 75, and 100 goes in the denominator. Cool. Okay. Oh, sorry guys. 40% x over 40 equals 75 over 100. We have filled out our proportion. Now we just need to solve. Now, what makes these problems interesting is there are multiple ways to go about doing this. We could look for a relationship, or we could solve algebraically. Now, x is over on the left side, but that doesn't matter. We would approach it in the same way by multiplying by 40 on each side. But I'm going to see if I can make things easier for myself. Sometimes you can do some reducing over here that's going to help you find a relationship. What do I mean? Well, is there a number I can divide 75 and 100 by? Yes, there is. Thinking about quarters, 25, 50, 75, 100. So I can divide each of these by 25. So I'm going to rewrite my problem. X over 40 equals 75 divided by 25. That's 3. Another way to think about that is if I have 75 cents, how many quarters do I have? Quarter being 25 cents. I have 3 quarters. How about how many quarters are in a dollar? 4. So those are some easier numbers to deal with. And most importantly, there's a relationship here. Now, you guys are used to going from left to right, but the same way works in the opposite way, right to left. Is there a number I can multiply the 4 by, and we're using multiplication because my number's getting bigger. We're jumping from 4 to 40. Is there a magic number that I can multiply the 4 by to get to 40? And that magic number is 10. I'm going to apply that same relationship right to left. That's okay. We're going in a different way. By 10 as well. 3 times 10 is 30. So the part is 30. That's what we're looking for in the first place. What number is 75% of 40? 30 is 75% of 40.